every time you come through, it's a different feeling, it's a different moment.
It's still rough, it's still wrong, it's still sad. It's amazing how just a certain time frame can just make you recall everything.
Welcome to Darrington, Washington. Welcome back to Darrington, Washington, actually. 3 years ago, these streets were filled with media from around the world, families, volunteer firefighters, EMTs, you name it, after the mountain came crashing down. It was the saddest time you could even imagine. This is a quiet mountain town, and during the few weeks that we were here, it was not quiet. Highway 530 was closed, so this town was basically all but cut off from the rest of the world for quite some time. Doesn't look like a whole lot has actually changed. This fire station. It's a volunteer fire department, so not a lot going on there. Other than the fire station, the Darrington IGA here was basically the central hub for information, and this is where we always came for breakfast too. Let's see if Randy's around. There he is. Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you, Jake?
Good. Long time no see.
Long time no see.
How you been?
Good. And yourself?
Good. Randy Ash, the owner. How are you, Randy?
I'm good. How are you?
Good.
Is that a little camera?
Yeah, it's my GoPro. How are things lately?
Good. Real well. Yeah. Coming out of a long, hard, slow winter, but we're looking for spring.
Yeah, I just remember you and I had a few talks 3 years ago. Everybody in this town was affected some way, right? I mean, do people talk about it much anymore?
Not a lot. Not a lot. Kind of digs up old feelings and stuff like that. A lot of those folks were our customers. We knew probably 99% of them. Made me really want to get out and meet my customers. Give a hug once in a while, get a hug back, and know them by name.
Well, I feel like I need a hug now. You show me the what, Tar Heel pie?
Well, sure.
All right, wait till you see this. It basically is every breakfast you could possibly think of, all mashed into one food.
And here's what it'll do for you.
There we go. Wow. Oh, thank you, sir. Literally though, it's a biscuit with cheese and gravy and bacon and ham, and it's hot and it's so good. Encased in love.
For you.
Oh, look at that. Thank you, sir.
Get you a spoon.
That's gonna last me 2 days right there. If you ever head up this way and you drive by the slide site, you probably can't miss the trees. Down the road in Oso. This was the fire department that was kind of the center of it all, the Oso Fire Department. When they got the original call, it was debris on the roadway and a possible house in the middle of State Route 530. They had no idea that it was going to be 2 miles almost of muck and debris. How's it going? Good to see you again.
Good to see you.
What are things like now 3 years later?
The reality of the situation is still very much there. However, there's a strength and resolve that has come out of this community that is amazing.
How has this community been changed?
You know, there's always a sense of community pride and being there for one another, being there for your neighbor. Now it's just people are like acting on that more. People are very much coming together.
You've had to talk to some of these families and just at their most darkest time. How do you do that?
Well, one, it takes it takes a lot of grace and just really, you don't do a lot of talking, you do a lot of listening. Sometimes the most effective thing you can do is just be there. As a chaplain, we call that a ministry of presence. Sometimes just being there, putting your arm around them and holding them for however long it takes can speak more than anything you actually say.
Who takes care of you in these kinds of situations?
In this kind of situation, obviously my wife, my family, friends.
Are you still doing follow-ups? Are they still looking for help?
Sure. I mean, we even just had one family member just reach out for some help that hadn't reached out for help in a long time, and here we are almost 3 years later. So we understood from the get-go that we would be in this for the long haul.